Squats and lunges are two of the best leg strengthening exercises regardless of your age. But what do you do if you can't do squats or lunges due to pain or muscle weakness? In this video, I'll show you one simple trick to make squats and lunges easier and less painful. So let's get started. First of all, let's look at the problem. If you have trouble doing squats or lunges because of muscle weakness, the deeper down you get into a squat or a lunge, the more gravity pushes downwards on your thigh and the more quadriceps force that requires. Now, when your quadriceps have to work harder, that can create more compression behind your kneecap, which can contribute to knee pain. So both muscle weakness and knee pain during squats and lunges are gravitational problems. Now, if we can decrease the effect of gravity, then you can decrease how much pain or difficulty you have with squats and lunges. And to do that, we're going to use a resistance band. Now, when you think about resistance bands, you typically think that they make exercises harder. But in this video, we're going to use resistance bands as assistance bands to help decrease the effect of gravity. Now, for this, you don't want to use a typical resistance band that you might use in physical therapy. You want something that's probably a little bit stronger, and you also need a way to secure it safely over top of the doorway. So for this one, I'm going to be using a Kuban's resistance band. This is a little bit heavier, and it comes in various different sizes from 25 pounds resistance to 75 pounds resistance. This one's 75 pounds, and it also has a door anchor that fits over top of the door. So we're going to throw this up over top of the door here, put that foam and plastic piece over the top, and then shut the door, and it's securely anchored in. Note that you want the door pulling in the closed direction, not pulling in the open direction. Now that we have this band on here, this band will give me up to 75 pounds assistance, meaning it makes my body weight effectively lighter. So if I weigh 175 pounds and this band gives me 75 pounds of assistance, it's essentially as if I were doing a squat with a body weight of only 100 pounds. Now, if you're worried about your hands slipping off the band, you can loop the bands around like this to give you a little bit more secure grip. These do have handles, but if you walk back far enough where you actually have tension with the handles, the band is pulling you more forwards than it is upwards. So you do want to stay fairly close to the doorway. And for that reason, I would recommend just looping it like that. Now you're going to go back into a squat, take a stance about shoulders width apart or maybe just a little bit wider, and then sit back on your heels. This activates your glute muscles a little bit more. So when you activate your glutes, your quads don't have to work as hard. And that principle applies whether you're doing squats with bands or without bands. So we'll sit back into the squat. As we go down, the band stretches and then it helps to lift back up. So again, it's making your body weight effectively lighter. Now you want to use a resistance or an assistance level that allows you to do around 10 repetitions. And by the end of 10 repetitions, your legs should be getting tired, but not so tired that you're not confident that you can get back up on that last repetition. So do 10 repetitions and then take a break for a minute and repeat that for 3 sets. And over time, as you get stronger, the goal is to move down in resistance levels. So if this is 75 pounds, then we'd want to move down to, say, 65, and then 55, and then 45, and 35, and so on, until you get all the way to where you can do a body weight squat without needing any assistance at all. So next we'll move to lunges. Now you'll probably need more assistance for lunges because now we're producing most of the force with just one leg. So I'm going to grab another band here and we're going to add it. So we've got 75 pounds on this band and 35 pounds on this band. So that's 110 pounds assistance total. We'll loop that through, make sure we get it roughly equal length. And now when I have 110 pounds assistance and a body weight of 175, it's as if I'm only doing a lunge with a body weight of 65 pounds. And again, if you need to loop the bands, just loop them both around your hands at the same time. We're going to do a reverse lunge. So you're going to step back into the lunge, and the bands help to pull you back up. Step back into the lunge. The bands help to pull you back up. Step back into the lunge. Bands pull you back up. So on and so forth. And do 10 repetitions all on one leg. Then switch legs and do 10 repetitions on the other leg. And then when you finish 10 repetitions on each side, take a minute's rest, and then repeat that for 3 sets on each leg. Now, if you're looking at this and you think, that looks a lot like TRX exercises, are they the same? And the principle is pretty much the same. However, with TRX exercises, the TRX straps don't stretch at all. So your resistance level is determined by how hard you pull with your arms. That can be a good thing or a bad thing. With the TRX bands, you know that you're not going to fall because that band is not going to stretch all the way. Versus with a band like this, if we have only 35 pounds of assistance, it will let you go all the way down to the floor if you don't have enough assistance. So make sure to pick an assistance level that's appropriate for your strength level. On the positive side, though, with TRX straps, you can never tell precisely how much assistance you're getting because you may be pulling easier or harder with your arms from day to day. So with something like this, since you have graded levels of assistance, you can tell that you're progressing if you move from, say, 75 to 65 or 65 to 55 pounds. You know that you're getting stronger. Now, both are good options, so either way you want to go, you can't lose with it. If you'd like to learn some TRX exercises, I do have a TRX playlist that you can check out right over here. Or if you'd like to learn more exercises that you can do with these bands, check out this video over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.